right then, let's get started. Welcome to Product Crossfire. Our speaker tonight is someone who needs no introduction, yet I'm going to do it anyway. And it is my pleasure to introduce Sanaz Human, Senior Vice President at Opulence Global. Sanaz's journey began as a distributor from a traditional business background. She rose to become the first ever recipient of the President's Cup and has since become a driving force on the corporate team. Today, Sanaz oversees global distribution, manufacturing, and international negotiations, with her work featured in luxury publications like Viva International, Regard, Oprah's Women of Wealth, and Dolce magazine. A passionate mentor and philanthropist, Sanaz empowers entrepreneurs in over 100 countries, empowering them to create positive change. Let's give a warm welcome to Sanaz Human.
Thank you so much, Glenn. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about yourself?
Oh, busy. It was my first day back in the office, and I'm still here. It's been a busy day. I've been in meetings all day today. So, and thank you so much for the kind introduction, not interruption. As you can see, it's been a day.
All right.
Definitely miss the Thailand weather. Definitely miss the Thailand fruit, and definitely miss the Thailand sunshine and my incredible team there. But it's good to be home. I missed everybody here at home, and I'm really excited for all the really cool stuff that we're going to be doing. We're just getting ready for our New Year's webinar, and we're getting ready for the new year. I can't believe it's December the 1st.
I
And
know.
time absolutely just flies. So I'm really excited to be on the call.
All right. Well, it's all yours. And
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are all doing absolutely amazing. It is definitely fantastic to, of course, be on. As I mentioned, I just got back from Thailand. I think everyone knows that. I think everyone had a chance to check out all my fabulous photos of the team and all the excitement that we have been sharing with all of you about the power of this incredible business. And I have to tell you, while I was away in Thailand, it reminded me of all of the really cool things that we do and why we grow the way that we do on the online platform and all the things that we do. So I'm really excited to be with all of you tonight. Tonight's call, it's building your business with our products and tools. And one of the things that I want to share with each and every single one of you as we launch tonight off, it's that the beginning of every month is a very special day for me. Now, I'm born on the first of the month. So for me, it's literally the first of the month is always that beginning, the new start, the new reset, refresh. And wherever you are in your business, wherever you are in your income level, the beginning of the month is always that perfect month or perfect time, I should say, for you to reset, refresh, restart. And I always say that you are your biggest what's the right word I'm looking for? Critic. You are always the worst critic for yourself because you know how much work you've done and you know how much work you haven't done. And sometimes we basically stop working because we know we just haven't done enough, but it's just so much easier not to do it and to kind of fall off the bandwagon. And I'm here to tell you that the actions that you take every single day will propel you towards what you want to achieve. But one of the biggest parts about achieving success is having the targets in your mind of what you want to achieve. And if you don't have a target to work towards, then you have absolutely nothing that you're working towards. It's like getting in a car and wanting to drive. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what your destination is, which path do you take? How do you get to your destination? You need to make sure you have a very, very clear path of what you're driving towards. So ask yourself, what are you driving towards? What are you working towards? Are you in the right vehicle? Which is, of course, yes, we have Opulence as your vehicle. And then, secondly, do you have directions and do you have a destination of where you want to go? Because a lot of people say, I want to do this, but they have absolutely no roadmap to where they want to go. And if you don't have a direction of where you're going, then how do you get there? So that's number one. Number two, I want to talk tonight about the tools in your business. A lot of time we have tools in our business that are given to us by the corporate team, but then we don't utilize them. Yeah, you heard correctly. A lot of times we're given tools and we don't actually know how to utilize them or don't understand them. So we don't actually purchase them. So I'm going to share something really crazy with all of you tonight. Are you guys ready to hear some really cool, amazing things about this incredible promotion that we have right now? Number one, because I think, I'm one of those advocates of like war on confusion. Because if you have an exact clear vision of what you are working towards, and if you know exactly the advantages of the benefits of all of the really cool promotions that you're supposed to do, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to actually get rid of my background because I want you to see me because I'm going to do hand impressions. You guys can see me now, right? Okay, perfect. All right. So I wanted to share with all of you a little bit about the promotion. I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the tools and the links and prints that are going to really help you in building your business. Yes? You guys ready? By the way, I do want to acknowledge everyone who's giving me so much love online. I miss my team. I see so many of you saying we miss you. How are you, Ja? So good to see you. Amarjeet, miss you too. Yes. But my Toronto team needs me as well. Hello, London is in the house. Aranya, miss you, miss you, miss you. Now, this weekend, I am going to be in Thailand. I mean, Ottawa. Just making sure you guys are paying attention. This weekend, I am going to be in Ottawa. So we have our Ottawa team, we have our Montreal team, we have our Quebec team, and I hope you guys are ready because we are going to bring up the heat in the house. Whenever a company does a promotion, whenever the company or the business does a campaign like what our CEO just put together, the voucher, it is something to make sure that you really, really listen up and understand it. Now, November, December are definitely money making months. So that's why I said December 1st is always a great time for you to reflect on your business, see the changes that you want to make in your business. If you want to upgrade your income, it's a fantastic time to upgrade your income. If you want to make some money for the holidays, it's perfect time to do that. If you want to put an extra couple $1,000s in your pocket, it's that perfect time to do that. So, being that perfect season, we've given you the most insane promotion. So, I want you guys to all get a piece of paper and a pen for a minute. And I want you to take some notes with me as I'm speaking with you. And I want you to also have your calculator open so you understand the value of this insane, insane promotion. Because if you don't get it, then you're never going to get it. Okay. So the current promotion that we have right now, I want you to write down $1,965. Can you guys do that for me right now? I'm actually going to try to do a whiteboard. I did this the other day and it actually works pretty cool. So the current promotion we have is $1,965. Yes? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm writing this with like freehand, right? And that gives you the LA package, correct? So That is normally what you're paying. By the way, that is in Canadian dollars. I am so sorry for the chicken scratch, but just follow along with me. I want you to write it down on your piece of paper because you are going to present this to 10 people. Each and every single one of you has this target to present this to 10 people. So this package is $1,965. And with that, you get shopping credits. Can you guys put into the message box for me how much shopping credits you get for this LAP? Can you guys put this for me? How much do you get for this package as an LAP? How much shopping credit, not CV push up? How much do you get in shopping credits? Let me, by the way, put the P in here so I don't confuse you guys. So I want you guys to see all the different numbers. 2,300 retail. I love this. 1610 wholesale, 1610. So we agree on the 1610, 23. Okay. So 1610 shopping credits. Do we agree? Can everyone give me a thumbs up if you agree? Yes, we agree. Oh my God, it is so difficult to write on my whiteboard. Okay, so we agree. Does everybody understand this first line? You normally would pay. So you would normally pay $1,965 for an LAP. That gives you $1,610 in shopping credits, which is basically a $2,300 value. We all agree on this entire line, yes? So now that 1965 is how much? $1,000 for an LAP. Can someone throw some confettis? And how much shopping credit do you get for that? You pay $1,000 for 1,965. How much shopping credit do you still get? 1610. How does that math make sense? I'm sorry, what? How much retail value is that again? Okay, are you guys starting to get this and screaming? If you have not been taking advantage of this promotion, this math for you is like genius. Corporately, it does not make sense. You know why? Because we are subsidizing it. We are giving you, our CEO is being Santa Claus. Okay, now I want to put it into another perspective for you. If a bottle of FOL would normally cost you, let's say $80, that means how much is it going to cost you? If you're getting almost 48%, which is up to 50% off on average, and I know Renee told me it was like 30 something dollars, but it's literally like 40 bucks a bottle at a family pack value. I want you guys to see this because it's up to 48%. Yeah. Oh, there's Glenn. He's got 29.41 with the voucher. Oh, look at you guys. Look at you guys. You're splitting it up. You're taking $1,000 and you're dividing it by 34 bottles. And you're getting what? Are you guys getting this? Glenn, you're doing the math. Are you getting this? My host, come back on.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. The
Tell
math
me, tell me
is
what you just put in the chat. Tell me what you just put in the chat for me.
okay. So with the voucher, so 1,000, so 1,610 shopping credits will get you 34 bottles of Fountain of Life with a few dollars left over. So when you do the math, that equals 29.41 a bottle.
Wow. Okay, I've never done that before. So you guys are way ahead of the game for me on that. That is 34 bottles that you get. So one bottle of FOL. Okay, hold on. Let me clear this. How do I clear this? I don't even know how to do it. So one bottle is how much again?
Works out to 29.41 with if you're using the voucher and you're just getting FOL.
$29.41 Canadian.
Yes.
Okay, can I ask you guys a question? In all these years, I'm going to ask Henry because Henry is the biggest promoter of Fountain of Life. Henry, have you ever bought a bottle for under $35, let alone under $30? Renee, same question. Amarjeet, same thing. Now, by the way, these are all different prices and different zones, but I'm giving you the perspective in your brain. I want you guys to understand how powerful this insane promotion is. And by the way, you will never, ever, today, our CEO and I'm getting hot. Woo! Today, our CEO and I had a conference call with with Dr. Alnes, which is basically our manufacturer for Fountain of Life. And he was like, we were telling him what we were doing because we're always ordering a lot of raw material. And he said to our CEO, how are you giving this price? And our CEO said, well, it's Christmas and it's the holidays, and I want people to build their business. So this is insane. Buy the vouchers. Get your teams to buy the vouchers. Launch brand new people. This is your opportunity to launch your family, to even get some extra product on your own. This is crazy. This is insane. Now, we're showing you just Fountain of Life as one tool. But can you imagine if you're buying shoes, if you're buying bags, if you're buying Divine, if you're buying other inventory, if you're buying collagen when it launches? I want you guys to think about that for a minute. Now, you're only thinking personal consumption. What if you were to retail your product? How much cash would that put in your pocket? How much money would you save? Now, let me give you the third part. There's a lot of networkers that are looking for homes. There is a lot of entrepreneurs that want to start their businesses, and they're looking for a way to bring in them and their teams and their organization. So they're not only one person, they are multiple people that want to come in. Maybe they have a group of 10, 20, 30 entrepreneurs that want to join your organization. And guess what they do? They usually ask for deals. Okay, if I bring in my team, how much of a deal can you give me? How much of a deal can you give them with this? Now, all of a sudden, even if you buy a voucher, you tell them, okay, I will pay for your voucher. I will pay for your membership, which is what? $1,000 only. But I will pay for your voucher. You guys ready for this? I will pay for your membership, which is worth $1,965 if you bring in 10 people. Did you guys hear what I just said? If a leader comes into my organization and they bring 10 people, you'll pay for their memberships. How much money would you make in cycles? How much volume would accumulate in your organization? How much momentum will happen in the next month if that one person brings in 10 people? And guess what? You take that person and you tell them, and if someone else in your organization does the same thing, they bring in 10 people, I'll give you another voucher. And if the next person, guess what? It's only costing you $100 per person, if that. But it's also what it's paying you in cycle, what it's giving you in wholesale profit. So I want you to think really big, because a lot of times we get so stuck with counting FOL bottles. Yeah? I'm not teaching you FOL bottles. I'm teaching you how to use this voucher for you to create momentum, for you to create exponential growth with leaders that are looking for homes to come into your business. Now you have this opportunity to bring those leaders, now give them incentives, now give them packages, and get everyone to win. Because guess who wins? You win, They win, their team wins. You all win. Why? They're saving money. You're giving people new vouchers for every 10 people for free. So really their membership is free, but you're making that money back because A, you're getting wholesale profit. B, you're making power cycles. C, your team is growing. The D, you got volume and you got momentum and you got exponential growth. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not sponsoring at least one person a month, your business was not going to grow. The lifeline of your organization is the new blood. You need new blood. You need new activity. You need new people in your team, not for people to just come in and buy products. No enterprise is ever built based on customers only. You need new customers, new business partners. When was the last time that you introduced a go-getter business entrepreneur like yourself into your organization, into your business? When was the last time that you were on the phone doing three-way calls and, working till the point that your jaw hurts, that you're like, oh my God, I need a second person to do these calls with me? That means that your organization is growing. And if that's not happening for you, then you need to go and find that next crazy $1 million mindset entrepreneur. And by the way, the $1 million mindset entrepreneur is not what they say they are. It's what they do that makes them into that entrepreneur. It's about growth, it's about success, and it's about momentum. So I want to go back and I want to share with you all why this is a great opportunity. I know some of you have already bought your vouchers and you're buying more vouchers and you're getting your team to buy even more vouchers. This is an insanely big mega promotion. And I'm looking at your organizations, I'm looking at your genealogies, and I already can see who's not using it. I already see which countries are not taking advantage of it. I already see which downlines don't understand it. Because anybody that looks at these numbers would understand that this is absolutely the most incredible mega promotion that has been launched with Opulence. And that's why using these tools to build your business and to gain momentum is instrumental in your growth. If you're not using tools to grow your business, then you're not successfully using the links, prints, useful sources that the business is giving you for you to have that exponential growth. And you're in this business to make money, yes? You're in this business to have momentum and growth and expansion and distribution and have multiple people doing what you do. And the more duplication that you're able to create, the more success you're going to have. Now, let's go back. I talked about FOL a little bit in the breakdowns. But what about if that person always wanted those shoes or that purse that they're obsessed with having? And now they're able to save an exponential amount of money in getting all the products that they wanted. Do you guys see the power of this promotion? Do you understand the benefit and the volume that it can bring into your organization? Now, on Saturday, I talked about this promotion and I talked about the benefits of it. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to be doing another corporate video, a professional one that is a little bit more, I'm going to call it juicy, that we're going to be basically sharing this promotion one more time to share with people what it actually means. But what I shared with you earlier is that in order for you to be able to reach your success, you know what you need to do? You need to have a target. And if you don't have a target, what are you working towards? If you don't have a destination of where you want to travel to, how do you do it? If you were to get in a car and have no idea where you're driving to, where do you go? So that's why it is so important for each and every single one of you to have this exact direction, exact clarity of what you are working towards. Now, I want to give you a little thing that maybe you're not aware of. We're only giving away 500 of these vouchers. Hundreds of them are already gone. If you don't take advantage of it, somebody else will. Now, here's the other really cool part. You guys ready to write this down? Let me see if I can bring up my whiteboard again. Let's see. I'm just trying to load my whiteboard. Hmm. Till I do that, let me know what some of the other, tell me some of the other ones that you all are excited about this promotion that I haven't talked about yet. Because by the way, I keep it really, really simple. I don't really go out there and talk about everything in one shot, but tell me some of the things that are part of this promotion that I still haven't shared. So we're going to do whiteboard, new whiteboard. Let's see this new whiteboard. Use whiteboard classic. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see my whiteboard again?
Yes, it is up.
Perfect. Everyone can understand my chicken scratch, even the ones that came in late. So right now we have an LAPE promotion, which costs normally 1,965, and you still get your 1,610 shopping credits. That's a $2,300 retail value. Really, what Glenn has done is he split it up, and everybody else with that, you would get basically, if you were using all of the shopping credits to buy yourself FOL, that's like 34 bottles inside of that, which in fact works out to be 29.41 per bottle of FOL. But that's one way of building the business. The second way that I talked about is that you want as many LAPs in your team, right? So you can buy these vouchers now and you can give them away until what month? Can you guys put that in for me? You have from now, let's say December 1st till when? Well, you guys got a little cheat sheet in already November. You have until when? Can anyone tell me? March. Absolutely. March 31st, which is pretty much April. Now, we also put this promotion for all of you so that before you go to Dubai, you have an opportunity to not only make a lot of money, but be able to rank up. Because if you help launch two people, right? One on your right, one on your left, and they start to pay their smart buy and then they qualify and they start to pay. Guess what happens to your organization? You rank up to what? You rank up to what? So remember, you come in. Uh-huh. All you need is two, right? One on your right, one on your left. So you have your right team, you have your left team. This is you. You sponsor one on your right, you sponsor one on your left. You get these people to be on their smart buy and you teach them to do the same thing. What happens to your organization? You become LD1. Yeah? And guess what happens? If you teach these people to do their one and their one, and that duplication grows, guess what happens? Then they start to build their network, and those people rank up, and all of a sudden, voila, you are what? Do you guys see what's happening here? Do you guys see how easy our business is now? Are you guys understanding my basically translation into the genealogy and the benefit, the strength in numbers? Now I want you to guys to go back to the training I just did a couple of minutes ago. I said to you, if someone comes in and this is you and you sponsor somebody here, pay attention to this part, okay? You sponsor this person and you tell this person, if you bring in 10 people in your organization, I will pay for your membership, right? So this is your first lucky star that you're going to basically tell them, you bring in, Hodan, you bring in 10 people for me, I'm going to pay for this. Maria, you bring in 10 people here for me, I'm going to pay for your voucher. Now, if you bring in 10 times 10, what would happen to your volume? If you brought another 10, that brought in another 10. I'm not even talking about twos or fives, which is the bare minimum, right? I'm talking numbers of 10. You give them a free membership. You give them a free voucher. What would happen to your organization? What would happen to your income? What would happen to your rank? You would go from LD1 right away to LD2 and LD2 right to LD3. And voila, you're in Dubai for free. Do you guys understand how powerful this is? Do you guys understand how simple this is? But yet you're too busy selling FOL bottles. And I'm not telling you not to sell FOL bottles. So for those of you who just came in, for those of you that are just arriving, we just showed you how to go to LD1, LD2, LD3, literally in 90 days, less than 90 days. You can do it in a month. By the way, just so you guys know something, when I joined this business, the first night I put in 32 people in one line when I joined. 32 people, first night. What about if you get a Sanaz in your organization? What would happen to your income then? Go look for them. By the way, I contacted someone who's a big leader in another company, and I basically asked for a meeting, and her assistant said, "Well, what's the meeting about?" And I said, "I want to just introduce myself and get to know her." I didn't say I'm going to build a business with her. I built like and trust. And that's one of the other things as well that many people fail to do. Building like and trust. You can't just meet someone and say, "I'm going to make you rich. I'm going to show you how to make money. Oh, I want to pitch my opportunity to you." One of the basic fundamental basics of any business is like and trust. Get to know people, connect with them, build a relationship with them, get to know what they're looking for. Are they looking for better health? Are they looking for better wealth? Are they looking for opportunity? Are they looking to grow? Are they looking for personal growth? Do they love to travel? Whatever that reason is, you can cater it to how our business fits their lifestyle. Maybe they just want to work from home because they have kids that need to take care of. I have a friend of mine, and I've known her for many, many years. And she said to me, "You know, Sanaz, I have a child that has autism, and I want to be able to spend as much time with him at home. So I want to be able to have a business that I can build online, that I can be with him when I need to, spend time with him when he has his panic attacks, but at the same time have a business that I have flexibility." So if I have not built that like and trust with her, do you think she would be comfortable to tell me of her why, where she wants to build this business? No, probably not. Yet we meet people, we shake hands, and they say, "Ah, give me your 2-minute spiel." I don't have a 2-minute spiel, by the way. I respect my business way too much to give people a 2-minute spiel. You know what I always say? "I'm sorry, it's a business. It's not an elevator pitch, but I would love to sit down for a cup of coffee with you. I need about 20 minutes to half an hour to go over our business synopsis, not a full overview, but I can give you that in about 20 minutes or half an hour. Does Tuesday work for you or Thursday? What have I just done to my business? Brought up the value. What have I just shared with that person that I respect what I do? If you don't make the time to build like and trust, if you don't make the time to respect your opportunity, do not expect for anybody else to respect your business. If you don't respect what you do, nobody else will either. Because people will value what you do. So it's extremely important that when people you're talking to them about the product or the business or the opportunity or anything else, you need to respect what you do. I had someone that told me a couple of days ago, oh, I had somebody that came into the showroom and they didn't like what they see. I said, good, get them out of the building. They don't deserve to be there. How do you walk in and not like what you see? They're either intimidated, they're either don't understand it, or they're just negative Nancy's. It's as simple as that. And not everyone you meet will resonate. And that's okay. Are you looking for a stallion to run with? Or are you looking for a goat that just wants to jump around and play like a little monkey? So you want to make sure you're looking for a stallion that's going to run. By the way, in astrology, it's the year of the horse that's about to come in. You know what the horse does? Runs. I'm a horse, by the way, in the Chinese New Year. So it's my year. It's my year to run. It's my year to go and make a lot of money, money, money. But you have to want it. You have to know that you deserve it. And if you know what you deserve, then you're going to go after it. But I promise you, by just sitting back and watching everyone, you're not going to make money. It's not going to fall out of the sky. You got to go after it. You got to use your tools. You got to use your webinars. You got to use what you're on tonight. Tonight is a training on how to use your tools for you to grow. I'm teaching you how to use your tools. I'm teaching you the advantages of product discount. I'm teaching you the advantages of business discount and how to get leaders into your organization, how to get momentum into your organization, how to rank up to LD1, how to get MGRS qualified, how to get Car Cup qualified, how to put cash in your pocket in the next 90 days. People don't want to be broke, but they're not willing to do the work not to be broke. They're sitting there praying for success, but they're not willing to work for the success. It doesn't work. I have been here. I have literally landed back from Thailand, and the Thailand team, they knew I was busy. Philippines team, it took me 2 days of travel to come back. I'm still jet lagged, but I'm here. I was on your Saturday call. I literally landed the night before and I was on your Saturday call. Why? Because I am committed to your success. I am committed to the company's success. I finished my Saturday call. Yesterday, I did a bunch of three-way calls. Yesterday, I did prospecting. Today is Monday. I'm here. I've been here since the morning and I'm still running around and it's end of the evening. But why do I do what I do? Because I have in my mind a number. I know exactly how much in revenue I want to achieve. I know exactly how many products I want to launch. I know exactly the kind of product sales that I want to do. I know the opportunity that I want to offer each and every single one of you. But if I don't work hard for you, then how do I provide the opportunity for you? Now, your job is to take those perks, incentives, promotions, like our CEO has put together, and now you got to ride that momentum. Because by far, this is probably one of the most insane promotions that our CEO has put. I swear to you, like 5 times I asked him, CEO, are you sure the numbers don't make sense? He said the company's subsidizing it. I was like, why? Why are you giving them such a big discount? Because I want people to make money. I want people to rank up. This is what we talk about. CEO with a heart of gold. I'm telling you, I was at the CEO summit in November. CEOs are jerks. CEOs don't want you to make money. Nobody is like our CEO. And it's because he comes from a distributor background. It's because he's built organizations. He knows how difficult it is out in the world. So guess what? He makes it easy for you. If you don't understand that you're getting a $2,000 package for $1,000 and you're not jam packing every single meeting with excitement, if you're not screaming it from the mountaintop, if you haven't called back every prospect that saw your business that said no to you, for you to call them back and say, oh my God, we have the most insane promotion. I had to call you. I had to share with you what's happening here. Have you done that? Have you called back at least 10, 20, 30 of the people that you showed a business to that said no to you for you to share the opportunity with them again? Have you been smiling and dialing and going through your phone and saying, hey, Sanaz, I wanted to book an appointment with you because the company has just launched something absolutely incredible and I want to share it with you. And you know what they're going to say? Okay, well, give me a 2-minute spiel. I don't have a 2-minute spiel. I would love to sit down for a coffee with you for 20 minutes to 30 minutes for me to go over the benefits of all the incredible promotions the company has put together. Again, if it's not important to you, it will not be important to them. I can't reiterate this over and over and over and over. Making excuses will only slow you down. Having fear is your enemy. You are your worst enemy of having fear. What's the worst thing that can happen? Someone says no to you. No, not right now. No, I'm not ready. Okay, so what? Who cares? Next. Not them. Next. Okay, not them. Next. Go through your no's to get your yeses. I want you to write down the word no. I want you to write down the word no. No, right? When you write down the word no and you rotate it the other way, what does it mean? On. Guess what? When you get no and you get another no and you get another no and you rotate it, it goes on, on. That's when momentum starts in your organization. Did you know that? The more no's you get, the more yeses you get, the more no's you get, the more momentum you get, the more no's you get, the more income you also get. The more no's you get, the more zeros you get in your paycheck. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. You know why? Because we give up at no's. We give up at rejection. We give up when people say no to us because we feel like we're failing. If someone says no, and I want you to pay attention to this. When someone says no, I don't think they say no to me. They just said no to themselves. They just said no to the opportunity. My business, I know, is going to turn on because the more no's I get, the more on my business gets. So remember, our business is not complicated. Our business means you need to go through your numbers. You don't need to get a lot of no's to get your yeses, by the way. Sometimes, by the way, you get a lot more yeses than you expect. And if you've done a good job of building like and trust with people, if you've done a good job of building a business with people, if you've done a good job of building a credibility and like and trust, guess what happens? It's much easier to get your business on faster. So, how many people did I sponsor the first night I got in? Write it down. Let's see who was paying attention. 32. I love it, Glenn. Okay, you know what? You got a free bottle of FOL from me because you were the first one right on point and you got it. I'll give it to you tomorrow when you come in. So here's what happened. How do you think I got 32 people in one night? Why? Put it in the chat. Why do you guys think I was able to put 30? Do you think I did 32 presentations in one night? How do you think I put 32 people in a printout in one night? Yep. They trusted me. I duplicated. But how did I set the sense of urgency? I'm going to teach you guys that. You guys ready? Remember, never stop calling. Okay. You guys ready for me to teach you how I did that? How I put 32 people in the first night? Okay. So here's what I always do. I always have a list. Okay. And one of the things that you can definitely do is create a lot of chat groups. Now, at that time, we did not have WhatsApp. I mean, I'm telling you guys how old I am, but we didn't have WhatsApp. We didn't have WeChat. We didn't have Facebook groups. We didn't have any of the technology that we have today. When I joined this industry, you know how we would fill people into the business? Manual applications. So here's what I did the first night. Write this down, follow these simple steps, and you know what? you're going to win. So number one, I built like and trust with all these people. So I called a lot of people. Now, not all 32 that I called came in at the beginning. The 32 that I put in the printout, I think I called about 50, 60 people. And I called a lot of people. My closing ratio was quite strong, and it was because I've always been very serious at what I do. For those of you that know me, you guys know I'm a very serious person. I say what I say and I do what I do, right? And I stand behind what I do. I'm not a lazy person. I work extremely hard. I'm dedicated to success. And once I reach success, I go for the next step. And once I reach there, I go for the next step. And that's exactly what people have always seen me do. So people are attracted to strength, not weakness. Would you all agree? People are attracted to people that are successful, not weak. People are attracted to someone who's got vision for the future because they want to be led, not followed. So when you want to lead an army, you got to be a general. You got to have your facts straight. You got to be trained well. You got to know your steps. You got to have that bond with people. You got to have that like and trust with people. And by the way, people, not everybody will like you. Not everybody likes me. I'm not saying everybody loves me. No. I even have the people that they're not fans of me. And I'm okay with that too. That's part of life, by the way. So face the reality. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to want to build a business with you. Not everyone's going to resonate with you. Not everyone's going to love you. If your energies don't connect, guess what? Sometimes I'm so high energy for people, the negative people when they're around me, I could see like my energy is too high vibration for their negative toxic energy. So next, move on. Who cares? They don't add anything to my life. They don't take anything away from my life other than my energy for a couple of minutes and then boop, delete next. I don't care. For me, my job is to find the next and the next and the next and the next. And the people that don't resonate with my life, I move on. Sometimes we sit there having pity parties. Oh, I did a presentation. They said no to me. What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? Next, next. Get your nose, get your nose, get your nose, get your nose. Sure, I'm dancing so you get your nose. Because the more nose you get, the more on your business becomes. So let's go back to my 32 people. So I smiled and dialed. I called a bunch of people, and this was my pitch back in the day. I just joined an incredible company. They have the most lucrative compensation plan. They have jewelry products that has never been introduced to the industry. I'm basically putting my core group together, and it's basically based on first come, first serve. Whoever says yes tonight is going to go in my genealogy right at the top. Are you in or out? Simple. And they were like, well, what's the business? What's the comp plan? What's this? What's that? Highest payout, up to almost 70% payout, fashion company based out of Canada. I gave them like point form notes, and they're like, well, yeah, I'm in, but I just need a little bit more information. What do you need to know? Right away. And some of them were like, no problem. I trust you. I'm like, great. Name, last name, address, phone number, email, 2 packages available. At that time, our package was like 5,000 and 3,000 American US dollars. And then our packages were much more expensive. We only had jewelry. We were not fashion, health, beauty. We were not e-com. We did not have the website. It was much more difficult. And so now you have everything on the palm of your hand, and you have all this blueprint that you can kind of give everybody. And guess what? People were like, yes, get me in. And guess what I did? I sat there and I didn't put anyone in the genealogy. I actually wrote down everybody's application one by one. I filled out application after application after application. And then I sat down and I strategized who was going to go underneath who knew each other, who could work well together, and who was going to be different from one another. And guess what I did? I got the first night, I sponsored a whole bunch of people because, of course, I needed to make some money right away. And I got the rest of the people to sponsor each other that knew each other. So guess what happened now? Not only I started momentum, all of a sudden people were getting these emails, congratulations, you made your commission, congratulations, you got this person, congratulations. And so all of a sudden it's like pop, 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 pop. It was like numbers, 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 numbers going in. And then guess what happened at 10:30 at night? I got a phone call from the corporate at 10:30 p.m. And they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What am I doing?" And they're like, "What are all these numbers that you're putting into the software?" And I'm like, "People?" And they're like, "Where are you getting these people from?" I'm like, "From my previous businesses." Why? And they're like, "They're all legit." I'm like, "Yeah, they're all humans. They're not robots." And they're like, "Okay, we're coming down to Toronto next week to meet you and the rest of the team." I'm like, "Done. They're all going to be there." So right away, I was already inviting them to now come out and look at the opportunity because we used to have Toronto meetings on Thursday nights in Mississauga. So I invited everyone. I can't remember what the hotel was called. It was a very old hotel, anyways, at that time. So I set it up, and then people started to come in. And by the way, some of the people that joined me then are still on this conference call today. They're still around. They've been around for 20 years. You probably don't even know some of them. Some of them are still paying their smart buy. Some of them you don't even see anymore, but they're always buying their smart buy. They're using the product. Some went out there and grew huge businesses. Some of them did absolutely nothing. Some of them became just clients and they're buying products. Some of them were a bridge to the next person that went out there and built an incredible business. By the way, from the people that I sponsored, Renee came to birth. I never sponsored Renee, but someone that I brought into the business became the bridge that introduced Renee. So you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's going to be your next superstar. You never know who your next big builder is going to be. But the most important thing is get your nose to turn your business on for you to be able to make a lot of money. And with that, I can't believe it's the end of the call. So I hope that tonight I have inspired you. I hope I have uplifted you. I hope I've taught you how to use the powerful tools of this incredible business for you to be able to grow and to build. And I'm just getting started because this weekend, this Saturday, we are in Montreal. This Saturday, every single one of you in Montreal, Ottawa, Quebec, bring your guests, invite your guests, let them know I'm going to be in the house. And of course, Renee's going to be there. Henry's going to be there. Who else do I know that is going to be there? That put in the message box your name if you're going to be there, just so that I know as well. But we want to inspire you. We want to grow with you. We want to be able to help you expand your business. Yay! Glenn and Janine. Glenn, you guys are going to be there. Amazing. And Mavis is going to be there. Rebecca. Yes, my girl. Glenn. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it. Who else? Who else? Who else? We got to make sure yeah, of course, Annie and Sean. I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait to hear about your turkey trip. That looked like so much fun. I can't wait to connect with my team. By the way, we are going to be doing some recognition. Yes, Henry's going to be there. Amazing. We're going to be doing some recognition there. So make sure if you're in Ottawa, Montreal, even Toronto team, make sure you're there. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great day of recognition. Of course, Ifra's like, I'm in the house. I'm going to be there. It's going to be epic. Yes, 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 Marine. I definitely want to come back to Trinidad Tobago for sure. And Jazz will be there. Yay! Renee will be there. It's going to be a jazz. I think Toronto is bringing the house down to Ottawa. So that's what it's all about. It's about supporting each other. It's about working together. Rokeya, yeah, my girl, she's going to be there. By the way, call your teams tonight. Call your teams tonight. How much did you learn tonight? How much were you inspired tonight? And so you want to make sure that you are in the Ottawa event It will absolutely inspire you. It will elevate you. I'm going to be doing a huge new training as well. We're going to be doing a lot of great basic comp plan training to teach all of you how to master the numbers and to be able to grow, how to be able to inspire you. I expect all of Ottawa team to be there. Rebecca, make sure you call everybody out because if I'm there and the Ottawa team is not going to be there, they're going to get a finger from Sanas. And so you want to make sure you guys want to close the year off strong. We want to make sure we got, a jam-packed house. We got a lot of inspiration. It's going to be absolutely epic. And once again, Glenn, I look forward to hanging out with all of you guys in Ottawa this weekend. And I'll pass it over to you to share some comments and as well share the announcements.
And thank you all for joining us this evening. And
I'm just going to share one more quick thing, Glenn.
okay,
If you guys are looking for different types of flights, by the way, to Dubai, there is a lot of different airlines that fly into Dubai. I just want to reiterate that. So, number one, Emirates obviously flies to Dubai. There's, of course, Qatar Airlines that flies there. There's Egypt Airlines. Of course, there's Air Canada. There's Air Transat. So, there, you could check so many different airlines. If you want to fly economy class, we've seen them as low as $800 for Black Friday. We've seen some of them at $1,100. Again, depending. And then there's, of course, if you want to go premium economy, you get a little bit more comfort. If you want to stop off in a different country before you do that, you have that option to kind of give your body a little bit of a stretch. So have some fun with it. I know many of you are getting there a little bit earlier to just kind of get settled in. And then some of you are staying back after the conference is done, which myself and the CEO will most likely do as well and do some excursions and go check some things. You're flying to that part of the world anyways. So have some fun. Book the experience. You got to work hard and you got to play hard. You got to work hard and you got to play hard. So there's a lot of great airlines that can give you options for your departures and arrivals into Dubai. Okay.
alrighty. Thank you, Sanaz, for that. All right. So, everybody, after the call, make sure you go online and check your flights. And as we like to say at the end of every get together and gathering, one team, one dream, one system, building the billion. Thank you for joining us. And we will hope to see you all, well, tomorrow night and in Ottawa on Saturday.
Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you all. Thank you all for the comments.